Good morning. So we're going to continue simplifying rational expressions. So I'm going to start with a quick review of what we did yesterday, and you may be doing all of this in one day. I don't know. So I'm going to factor my denominator. So I have negative 21, and I want to get a positive 4, so that's going to be, I'll do it over here. Let's see. Negative 21. So 7 times 3 is 21. I need a positive, so I'm going to have a positive 7 and a negative 3, and that gives me my positive 4. So I've got m plus 7, m minus 3. Common factors I can cross off. So I'm left with 1 over m minus 3. Now remember, excluded values I cannot divide by 0. So I'm going to set my denominator equal to 0. So m cannot equal 3, and that is my excluded value. Okay, now I'm going to simplify and find excluded values. So I'm going to factor my numerator and factor my denominator and find my common factors. So 10, negative 10, that's going to give me negative 5 and positive 3. And negative 2, I want it to be positive, so my bigger number is going to be positive. Oops, that should be a 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Okay, cross off my common factors, and I'm left with a numerator of p minus 5 and a denominator of p minus 1. So it says to simplify, there it is. Now it says to find excluded values. So p minus 1 cannot equal 0. So my excluded value is 1. Okay, I'm going to step it up now. We're going to start to divide and multiply. I'm going to start first with 17, and I'm going to multiply. So notice it's already factored. So I just need to find common factors. So I have 3. That's common. Put this factor in parentheses, and I have x plus 3 is common. So I'm left with, in the numerator, the 1 and x minus 6. And in my denominator, I'm left with 4. So there it is simplified. Now, I don't have any x's in my denominator, so I don't have any excluded values. Okay, let's take a look at this one. It's been a little while since we've divided by fractions, but when we're dividing by fractions, it's the same thing as timesing by the reciprocal. That means I am going to flip my second fraction. N minus 1 squared is the same thing as n minus 1 times n minus 1. Then my numerator is going to flip to my denominator. Now I'm looking, I like to put everything in factor looking form. I'm looking for common factors. So I have n minus 1. Remember, we can cross off in the same fraction. And then we're multiplying, so that's the same thing as having everything in the numerator and everything in the denominator. So I've got n plus 3, and I'm left with a numerator that has n minus 1 and a denominator that has n plus 2. So there's my simplified fraction, and I cannot divide by 0. So that factor cannot equal 0, so n cannot equal negative 2. For some reason, these are difficult. So again, I'm dividing. So I'm going to flip. So I've got 5p cubed minus 35p squared in my numerator, and I've got 9p minus 36 in my denominator. Now I'm going to factor. So I see here that I have a greatest common factor of 5p squared, and that leaves me with p minus 35 divided by 5 is 7. Okay, so there's my new numerator, and I'm going to factor out a 9. 36 divided by 9. So I've got 5p squared, that is common, and I'm left with a numerator of p minus 7 over 9, and don't forget to bring the whole thing, 9p minus 4. There it is simplified. Now to get my excluded value, I'm going to set my factor equal to 0. So p cannot equal 4. Okay, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do another times. Okay, that's written funny. So I'm going to write it in negative in the way I'm used to seeing it. Everything else is written correctly. Remember, I don't want negative signs. Always factor those out. So I've got x squared plus 7x minus 8. Okay, that's the way I'm used to writing it. Okay, so I'm going to factor. So I've got my negative 1 here, and I'm going to factor this, negative 8. So I need to get a positive 7, so my bigger number is positive. So I've got x plus 8, x minus 1, and it's over x plus 8 times x plus 5. Notice I can factor out a 9, and I'm left with x minus 1. Okay, now common factors. So I've got the x plus 8. I'm still left with the negative 1. I've got an x minus 1. Still left with the 9, and then I've got my x plus 5. So I'm going to write my numerator. So I have a negative 1 times x plus 5, and all that's left in my denominator is just the 9. So there's my simplified. I don't have an x in my denominator, so I don't have any excluded values. Okay, we're going to go one more time. So x squared minus 16, that is x plus 4, x minus 4. This is written funky. Factoring out my negative 1. Factoring. I need my bigger number to be positive. So I have x plus 10, x minus 9. I need them the same sign, and they need to be positive. X plus 10, x plus 4. As you're factoring and simplifying, look at factors that you have and hope that some of them show up. So I've got x plus 4 here. I've got x plus 10 here. I've got x minus 9 here. I'm still left with the negative 1 in the denominator, and I'm still left with an x plus 4 in the numerator. We don't usually write our fractions with a 1 on the bottom. And there is no denominator, so there's no excluded values. All right, now you go ahead and give them a try.